Hey guys, this is day 13. Yeah, day 13 of 31 days of tarot. And this question actually came from my good buddy, Naya Thrice. She said, from the major arcana, what cards correspond to your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign? And how do they affect you in your life? Mine are kind of badass. And you know what's really funny is I'm gonna use Le Tarot Noir, which is what I used the first day to do the first reading. Don't mind my cats fighting in the background because they're crazy. Um, so I pulled them out of my Tarot Noir, and I just messed up my hair. Anyway, I pulled them out of my Tarot Noir, and they were all like right next to each other, which is kind of weird. So anyway, my sun sign is Aquarius. It and so the major arcana that goes with that is the Star. And I think that this really kind of informs my life and kind of really not affects my life, but like overshadows it because the Star is always a card about hope of hopes, for me. No matter how crappy things get, I always have this like weird perpetually optimistic. Now, I wouldn't necessarily call myself an optimistic person, but perpetually optimistic in the back of my head that things are just really gonna go okay, and then like things are really just gonna work out. And so I feel like this card perfectly describes me that way. Like no matter how upset I am in the moment, I will always have that niggling little thought in my head that everything's gonna be great. And my moon sign is Pisces. So for that, the major arcana for that is the moon, funnily enough. And the moon card for me is always about doing that deep dive, always going really into things, maybe even overthinking them, but like really doing that deep dive, doing that dark night of the soul, that soul searching, self-awareness, all of that stuff, shedding illusions and moving on. And for me, Pisces, the Pisces moon gives me a lot more emotion to it's my water to my airs. Aquarius is an air sign, and Pisces is a water sign, and so it kind of like takes it softens the edges of that those air qualities for me, and so this card kind of fits in that way for me, where it tells me or it kind of reflects the fact that I do kind of have a tendency to deep dive into things, really get to the heart of the matter, and shed away all the illusions that I might have about them. So that's my moon sign, and then my rising sign is Virgo, and so for that, that's the Hermit. And this is actually one of my birth cards. I'm a Hermit and a Moon, actually, both of them. But yeah, so in the Hermit, I mean, I always call myself a hermit. I really treasure my alone time. I would rather sit in a room by myself for hours, read a book, than ever get out of my PJs and go out. But also, that's the silly part about it. That's the part of me that would rather self-reflect. But it's kind of also along the same concept as the moon. Like, I really spend a lot of time thinking about what goes on in my head, why I think things, why I feel things, why I do the things I do or want the things I want. And so the Hermit is really that self-reflection, more so than the moon, in a way that the moon is really spending time deciding what parts of yourself or what parts of a feeling is bullshit and getting rid of that. And the Hermit is that tendency to go into there and to even self-reflect to begin with. So that was prompt number 13 in 31 Days of Tarot. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next one. Bye.